Show today we're going to talk about getting young people to write creatively. I'm going to learn my exact challenge for this week. I'm going to be a street cleaner by Friday, and regular guest Penny Harrison, wedding planner, and it turns out fly fisherwoman extraordinaire is the lunchtime guest after. It's BBC Radio Leicester. It's Bill Buckley with the Lunchtime Show. In the programme today, we're going to talk in just a moment to a man of many parts, actually, a playwright, an author. Latest project, though, for this man is getting young people to write. A very clever project called Latent Creatives. Now, as I mentioned a moment ago, our first guest on the Lunchtime Show today is a playwright, author, and his latest project involves encouraging youngsters to write. What's more, he joins us via Manchester and Nigeria, so we should have plenty to talk about for the next few minutes, with Nduka Onwuegbute.
Thank you.
Was that all right?
That was fine. Nduka Onwuegbute.
And you come bearing gifts, sir. You're fishing around in a bag with all kinds of bits and bobs there.
I couldn't bring much. Also because as soon as I leave here, I'm going on to another project I'm doing.
Right.
The one thing I can share with you is something spicy.
Oh, well, I'm always up for that, yes.
Okay. So, this is called alligator pepper.
Alligator pepper. It's like a seed head or a pod or something?
That is the pod. So you grab one seed from it. If you don't mind spicy food.
No, I've got a seed here.
Yeah.
Okay, and do I suck or bite?
Chew it.
Chew it. Okay.
And you should feel the zing.
Oh, wow. Oh, goodness, yes. That's, you see, that's different from ordinary black pepper, isn't it? There's a lovely, is it like a clove or a mace sort of flavour? Something very, very almost medicinal. It tastes like it's doing me good and cleansing me out there. And it's fairly hot, but I am an Englishman who likes hot food, so
okay.
I can take that. What's it called again?
It's alligator pepper.
Alligator pepper. Can I get that?
That's what we call it in Nigeria anyway.
Right, and can I get that in the shops?
In African shops, maybe, yes.
Okay, I might have a look out for that one. What sort of earth's that other thing there? Looks like
these
hold me up, I surrender. He's brought a gun in. He's brought two guns in.
I've got two replica guns for you to look at.
Wow.
Because...
you sure they're replicas now?
Well, they are.
Okay. I'm still alive, they must be. Yes.
They form the backdrop of my book, Masters of the Confluence.
Tell us a little bit about it. Yes, it's based on what stories that your grandmother taught you, correct?
I pulled a lot from that, but I can see you're taking a drink.
Well, it was a little bit hot. In fact, I'm going to have to cough. There I was, trying to be all modern and cool, and a man of the world. I can eat hot pepper, no trouble. And I thought, I'm losing a battle here, so I had to have a good gulp of water and a cough. Sorry, yes, back to the book.
The book is actually about a group of people trying to escape slavery or being captured as slaves. And the reason I brought the guns in is this is what their life was worth. 2 of these is equal to 1 life, probably sometimes less.
Wow.
So throughout the book, you see people escaping from servitude, only to find that when they set up their own new communities, they're still threatened by outside invasion.
Yes.
And the stories that my grandmother told me, in a way, links what happens in the book. So they migrated from one area to another, and they kept moving like that.
And the book is Masters of the Confluence, and it's available in the shops and on Amazon and all that sort of thing.
Yes,
very good. Although you yourself are kind of a Mancunian. Is that right?
I am, yes.
You don't have much of an accent, but what's the story?
I was born in Manchester, and then when I was about 5 years old, my mother decided to visit Nigeria for a short while. We got to Nigeria, and for some reason beyond our control, I was not able to return. It took another 20 years plus for me to come back.
Goodness me. Right. Anyway, you're back now, and you're
Yes.
Local lad to us here now.
Yes.
And tell us about this latest project, Latent Creative.
Well, Latent Creatives is something I'm trying to give back to my communities. It's not just here in the UK, but I thought, how can I connect with children? How can I get children to read better, to write better?
But basically, you've got people together to be volunteer mentors, really,
yes.
to encourage young people
I encourage them to
write
go,
creatively.
Yes,
Yeah.
To go into the schools that are local to them.
Yes.
And get them to get the children together with the agreement of the school.
And what age group of children are we talking about?
9 years up to 17.
Very good. Are girls easier to get to than boys? I'm thinking that boys, they seem to not be so keen on things like this.
It's interesting you should ask that, because the crop of children I have now, they're all girls.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
If people want to get involved, you know, there could be some people out there who love literature, perhaps do a bit of writing themselves, might have the odd half an hour here and there.
Yeah,
What do they do?
For the next phase, which will start in September,
That's good.
I would be recruiting more people onto my website, Latent Creatives at mybooktalk.com.
Hang on, Latent Creatives at
mybooktalk.com.
mybooktalk.com. All right.
Yeah.
Latent Creatives at mybooktalk.com.
That's the email address, yes.
Lovely. Thank you very much, Nduka. Very nice to meet you.
Okay.